Tony Robbins, guys. We're going to get into him today. Awaken the Giant Within. Some of you know it as Unleash the Power Within and his connection to his seminars. I don't know if you've ever gone, and we're going to go old school today because I'm excited. I reread the book again, and I wanted to give you guys just a few things, a few steps to specifically focus on from his teachings. And I believe it'll transform your emotion, your beliefs, your habits. And for us, it's all about being self-aware enough to create positive change in our life and those that we serve around us. I want to get into number one, and I think this is something that, for me, this one hit me the hardest. And that is raise your standards. Decide what you are no longer willing to tolerate in your life. And then set higher personal standards for yourself. Whether it's in your health, your relationships, your career, whatever it needs to change, it needs to change. And it needs to change now. You're not going to go to the next level if you don't raise your standards. If you don't have a higher personal standard than those that are around you. If you don't have a healthy lifestyle physically, if you don't have a healthy relationship, and if you're this leader that's narcissistic or passive aggressive, which is narcissistic, you're not being self-aware and you're not serving and loving and caring for those that are around you, guess what's going to happen? You're going to fall. It happens every single day with leaders. You have to make a commitment to live up to the standards that you've set for yourself because you believe in yourself enough that you're going to take action daily to be successful. And it's just holding yourself responsible to these high standards. So how do you do that? Well, in the book, he talks about changing your limiting beliefs. You have to identify, and I did a whole podcast on this, guys. You have to identify beliefs that are holding you back. The I'm not good enough, which was mine, I had to identify it. I had to get self-aware enough to where I can catch it now, and I call my bullshit out. I say, Jason, you're playing this little spoiled brat ego boy. Jason 1.0 is not good enough, but Jason 2.0, proven over and over again, he's done this, he's done this, he's done this, and he's done this. Success is for me. And you have to replace these limiting beliefs with empowering beliefs. You know that if you truly are disciplined, if you truly set your mind to something and you go 110% in, that you're capable of achieving that. Anything. Most of the time, we don't do what we need to do because we don't have a big enough fire lit underneath our asses. And we only give like 40%, if that. If you really, really think about it, what percentage are you giving in to your relationships and your career? In your health. We have to reinforce these new beliefs with affirmations and consistent actions. Actions build on each other. It's like Lego blocks, guys. You want to create the big Death Star? It's one Lego piece at a time. And those Lego pieces are affirmations. And you create confidence and assurance by doing small daily actions every single day. And that requires you to use, this is the third thing, use the power of decision. Decisions shape your destiny. And you have to begin by making more empowering decisions in your daily life. What makes you feel empowered? Maybe it is getting the divorce will empower you. Maybe it is buying the car that you've wanted for a long time. And it makes you feel good and you love cars and that's what you want. And you can afford it because you've worked hard for it. Then get it. Get the divorce. Fall in love with the person that you want to. Why are you in that relationship in the first place? Is it disempowering? Do you feel like you're neutered? Get out. Change your limiting beliefs. This is about change. It's about evolving and adapting to a better you. Is a relationship that you're in right now have a high standard? Is that person have high standards? If they don't, there's billions of people in this world, guys. Billions. that would be more than happy to evolve and adapt with you. Find somebody that's on mission too. Alex Ramirez talks about this all the time with his wife and how he date all these pretty girls because, you know, he's not bad looking and he's jacked and he's everything that a girl would want. He's like, literally, he'd be sitting across the table and he's like, there's nothing here. And then they would talk to him and they're like, you're really weird. All you want to talk about is business. And then he met her and guess what? She wanted to go all in on business. And so together they work 6-7 days a week on business. But that's them. That's not wrong. If that's not what you want to do, if you want to work 4 hours a week and live in Thailand and make $3,000 a month, perfect. Do that. Have consistent actions. Use the power of decision. Practice making decisions quickly and then learning from the outcomes. I talk about this all the time. A decision is not set in stone. You can make a decision on something and in 24 hours pivot and go. It's like, I always think of decisions, and I've told you guys this, and I want to get heavy into this. I always think of decisions like software updates. So it's 1.0, 1.2, 1.3, 1.4, 1.5. It's 2.0. It's 2.1. I make little decisions that move me in the directions, and then I'm able to pivot. You can pivot. Rarely is the decisions forever. What's forever? How can you predict the future? You can't. Don't wait for perfect conditions. Start making small decisions and follow through every single day. The problem with most leaders is that they won't execute. It's the key. It's the power. It's if you can execute and build systems around executing and executing quickly, and you making the decisions with your team and having decentralized leadership and empowering them and coaching them to make decisions, I'm telling you, you're rare. You're going to be in the top 1% of leadership in the world. Number 4, master your emotions. Recognize that you can control your emotional state, guys. This is your responsibility. This is not for you to be reactive. Well, that person pissed me off. That's you that got pissed off. Who cares what they say? Who cares? People have bad days. People say stupid shit all the time. I don't have to listen to it because I'm so on mission. I don't have time to listen to gossip. I don't want to hear about bad things from other people. I don't have time for any of it. I'm on mission and I'm working towards a specific goal. And that goal is me helping others to succeed and grow. And hearing bad news or listening to bad emotional garbage, drama, I'm out. I don't do any of that. I've gotten out of relationships because of that. Change your emotional state by altering your physiology, your body language, your breathing. I do this all the time. I can catch myself. I'm too tense. So I take a break. I move my shoulders around, move my neck around. I'm doing it right now. And then I take deep breaths through my nose. And Andrew Huberman, you can look this up. He has a breathing technique you can do that helps you with stress. It's really easy, really quick. Focus. What do you think about all the time? Are you thinking about Tinder and I'm newly single and that's all I'm going to do? Take time for that and do that on your lunch break or something like that. Don't be obsessed with your phone all the time. Don't be thinking about other things that are irrelevant, are not that important. And then what's the language? You're like, what do you mean, Jason? How do you talk to yourself? How do you talk to yourself? Are you mean? Are you cruel? Are you unloving? If you're that way to you, I could imagine what you are to others. Develop rituals that put you in a positive, resourceful state daily. T, I told you this was going to be good. Old school stuff. Tony Robbins is kicking ass in he. Develop rituals that put you in a positive, resourceful state daily. Find those. It doesn't have to be what every podcast says that it has to be. If you hate cold plunges and your ritual is in the morning to wake up and drink a cup of coffee, like for me, it's wake up, drink a cup of coffee, put CNBC on, get the money mindset for myself, see what stocks are out there, look at the 52-week low list, see what stocks I want to purchase. If I don't, see how my stocks are doing. I love doing that first thing in the morning. I like getting into money first thing, and I love coffee. That's what I'm going to do first thing. That's what I love to do. And then I take a hot shower. I don't take a cold plunge. I take a hot shower. And that wakes me up and gets me motivated. Then I take vitamins. Then I go to work for a few hours, and then I make breakfast. I try to hold out as long as I can because I love that little bit of intermittent fasting with just coffee. I can get a lot of work done for a few hours. Every ritual is going to be different. Make one that you love, that makes you and puts you in a good mood. Don't force yourself to do shit you don't want to do. Now, don't do bad habits. Me watching CNBC, me drinking coffee, me intermittent fasting, waiting a little bit later to eat breakfast, those are all good things. Now, if I'm eating, New Mexican breakfast burritos every day, which I love but are horrific for you, and I'm drinking a Mountain Dew first thing in the morning, or a Slurpee or something, well, yeah, of course, that's horrific. That's not putting me in a positive, resourceful state. Master your emotion, guys. Number 5, take massive action. I say this all the time. Whether you like Grant Cardone or not, this is one thing I've learned from him. Take massive action. Create a plan to achieve your goals. And then just do massive action towards them. You've got time. You don't need to watch Netflix every night. You can hop on your computer and do something that you're passionate about. Work on that second business for 4 hours every night. That's why I love working on Saturday and Sunday for a few hours. Sometimes today it's Sunday and it's 7:30 at night and I started at 8 o'clock this morning. Today I was just extremely productive. My girlfriend was gone. The house is quiet. She's with their mom, enjoying time. And they're going to a different city, spending the night, all that stuff. Perfect. What do I want to do? I want to read. I'm going to watch YouTube, podcasts, and all that stuff here in a little bit. But today, I was able to do a whole bunch, and I felt really good about it. So guess what? That's what I'm going to do. Who cares? You don't have to. Where is all these voices in your head coming from anyways? Telling you can't do this or you can't do that. Do what you want to do. Start loving yourself, guys. Loving yourself is doing positive actions, things that you love to do. If you want to, on a Sunday, go out and golf, then golf. Schedule time for that. Make sure you do that. Don't do it whenever, you're drowning in debt and you're having tons of issues and you use golf as an escape. Don't use hobbies to escape. Use them as rewards for kicking ass during the week. And that's a reward that you give yourself, or NFL, or whatever it is. Number 6, focus on results, not activities. Concentrate on what you want to achieve, not just on being busy. I see this all the time. Not going to get heavy into this. I've done tons of podcasts on this. Everybody's just putting out fires, and then they're exhausted at the end of the day, and they do absolutely shit. Every day, ask yourself, if you tune me out, you're driving, you started thinking about other bullshit, and you've tuned me out, you're going to come back in. Listen. Every day, ask yourself, what's the most important thing I can do today to move closer to my goal? I'm going to say it again. I want you to listen to this. Write this down. Put it in your notes. Tell Siri, what's the most important thing I can do today to move closer to my goal? Isn't that powerful, guys? That's amazing. And then measure your progress and make adjustments when it's necessary. This one he's really big on, and this one I really have reprogrammed my brain, and it's amazing. Even at my age, it's amazing how quickly your brain can reprogram. Associate pain with inaction and pleasure with action. This is something that you'll hear David Goggins talk about, Joe Rogan talk about, you'll hear Gary Vaynerchuk talk about. The pleasure's in the action. Have fun playing the game. And then when you have inaction, or you're not doing anything, or you feel like shit, link massive pain to the idea of staying the same and not changing and being static like a pond. They're talking about that, our lymphatic system. You get cancer because it's not able to drain. How does it drain? By jumping around, moving around, walking. When people are just sitting constantly, that's how your lymphatic system cleans out. Like get a little, Tony Robbins gets a trampoline, he bounces up and down. All these things are so important. You've got to be able to willing to change and not stay the same. Associate massive pleasure with actions that will move you towards your goals. And then use this pain pleasure principle to push through resistance. It will help you take action, I guarantee it. This is a really big one for me, and I've had to learn this, and I have a hard time doing this, guys, and that's practicing gratitude. And I've really had to push myself to understand what gratitude is for me. And how can I focus on it for me and for those that I serve? And how I do it is by giving affirmations to other people, telling them how amazing they are, and then talking that to myself. And not bullshit myself, but be like, wow, you did a really good job with that, Jason. Great job. You really busted your ass. You worked really hard. So great job. And I like today, I kicked ass on a Sunday. I worked a ton of hours. Awesome. And I got a lot of shit done. And I'm super excited. I tried some new things, implemented some new things. Really excited about that. So I'm going to have gratitude for that and be happy about that. By being grateful, you shift your focus from what you lack to what you have. And that puts you in a resourceful state. Don't focus on the lack. We always do that in business, don't we, as leaders? I don't have this. I don't have this. What do you have that you can 2X? What do you have that you can 10X? Ask your team. Say, hey, guys, I know we don't have this, this, and this, but what do we have? Write it on the board. This is what we have. This is what we have. This is what we have. These are the employees we have. How can we 2X this with what we have? You will be shocked at what your team will say. Start your day by writing down 3 things you're grateful for and focusing on them throughout the day. I do this. I have kind of a main theme. I have one thing that I'm grateful for and somebody that I'm grateful for. Those are 2 things. Brendan McCard talks about this, and I have his planner that I use. And this is what he has you write down in the planner. Number 12. We already talked about this a little bit before, but I want to really nail this one down for you guys. Change your environment. I'm going to say it again. Change your environment. Surround yourself with positive, supporting people who elevate you. Eliminate negative influences that drain your energy and focus. Listen to me. Change your environment. You don't have to live where you're living at. You don't have to live with the person you're living with. You don't. It's very rare that you're trapped. I've moved so many times. I've moved into apartments. I've moved into condos. I've moved into houses to be flexible for my work, to do what I need to do to accomplish things. I don't care. Move close. If you're driving 45 minutes an hour, that is dumb. Move closer to your work. Well, I can't afford it. You can afford an apartment. Get an apartment. Who cares? Say, I'm going to do this for 2 years. I'm going to go into monk mode for 2 years. I'm going to kick ass, focus on work. And then guess what? I guarantee you'll be able to afford a house. Surround yourself with positive, supportive people who elevate you. Just because they have the F in their name, family, doesn't mean that you need to hang around with them. There is nothing that is blood. What does that even fucking mean? I do not hang out with family members that are negative. I don't need to. Try to call me. I won't answer. Invite me to something. I won't come. I don't need to. I only support people who elevate me. And those that elevate me around me. I'm very picky on this. I am quick to say no. Unless it's a fuck yes, I am not doing it. Don't need to. It's my time, not theirs. I have a certain time that I'm going to, meet God, meet my maker, not them. It's my time. Eliminate negative influence that drain your energy and focus. Right now, take a piece of paper and write down who drains your energy. Who causes you not to focus? What causes you not? Maybe it's your phone. Maybe it's an app. Maybe it's a person. Maybe it's a family member. Maybe it's your spouse. I don't know what it is. What negative influence drain your energy? Get rid of it. Get rid of it. Design your physical environment to support your goals. I talk about this all the time. You're like, I don't have a lot of money, Jason. You can go buy some paint and make your office nice. You can go to Ross and buy trinkets and little cool shit that you like. You can go to the second-hand Goodwill and get that. You can buy books at Goodwill that are business books and line them up in your office. You can literally take $100 and totally transform your office. Are you listening to me? Change your environment. Every environment that you're around, I like my bedroom to look like a hotel room. I like it to look like that. I like to have nice clothes that I like to wear that feel good on me, that are soft. I like wearing soft clothes. I'm not going to wear something that I don't like to wear, that doesn't fit right. I'm not going to wear shoes that are too tight. They have to be comfortable and nice. And yeah, I may not have a ton of clothes, but guess what? Every piece I love to wear, and I can wear it. I look in the closet, I'm like, And the older I get, the more I go towards just wearing black all the time. Black t-shirts, black shorts, black blue jeans and a black t-shirt. I wear that all the time. And comfy shoes. Change your environment. You can do this. Think about things that you love, things that make you feel comfortable, things that excite you, and do those things. I like to watch stocks. Guess what? I have 3 monitors in my office. Right now I'm looking at a laptop and a big TV that sits right near my monitors so I can watch CNBC on it. Because I like that. That's what I like to do. I like having monitors to set different things on. And they don't cost a lot. A monitor's like $100. This TV was less than $100. It's so easy to do, guys. Change your environment. Stop living in a shitty place. Downsize and get something nice that's clean, organized. Stop having so much clutter. That's how your brain is. And then finally, number 13, commit to lifelong learning. Continually educate yourself and grow in all areas of your life. Read, attend seminars, learn from those who have achieved success. You don't even have to attend seminars, guys. You have YouTube, which is free, and there's tons of podcasts on there. You have AI where you can read books and have the AI explain to you. I was doing that with ChatGPT the other day. You can ask it, say, hey, I'm reading this book, explain this to me, and read the chapter to them or read the paragraph or whatever, and it will explain it to you. And even what the author was meaning. It's so amazing. We live in such a great environment now. Stay curious. Keep improving every day. Keep improving every day. Guys, if you take these steps and you apply them consistently in your life, you can make significant improvements in multiple areas of your life. It's not as hard as you think. It's taking these small steps and fun steps. Find things that you really want to do. Like I said, clean your office out, repaint the walls, get some new furniture if you can afford it. Do what you want to do. Have fun. Do things you want to golf. Perfect. Schedule golf 2 or 3 days a week. And in the other times, schedule time that you're going to work your ass off. You're like, well, my wife doesn't like that. Get a new wife. You're like, what, Jason? Yes. Find my friend and his wife golf 3 or 4 times a week. And they do it together. And they love each other. They're always with each other. They travel around the world in golf. Imagine that. Guys, what are you doing? Have personal fulfillment. We only have this one life. Listen to me. You only have this one life. Stop sacrificing for others. For what reason? Because you feel guilty for what? Have well-being. Think about this. This is what Tony Robbins was talking about. Stop playing so small. What's the book called? Unleash the Power Within. Awaken the Giant Within. Come on, guys. You can do it. I know you can.